everyone, welcome to ATN. I'm your host, Amin Dhillon. And folks, we're getting ready to celebrate Diwali. And what better way to celebrate than at the upcoming Oakville Diwali Gala. Mark that calendar. This year it's taking place Friday, September the 20th. And with all the details, I have Rekha, Sharma, and Tushar, Unadkat here in studio. Well, welcome back to ATN. How are you two doing?
Doing great, thank you.
And I was just telling you, I cannot believe that this gala is back, because I just remember last year, I feel like it was just a few months ago, and what a fantastic time we had. ATN was there, of course, and I was hosting.
Yes.
And it was such a fun time. So this year we are back for year number 6.
Correct.
That's amazing. And folks, I want to make sure you know this. To date, we've raised over $1 million. That's a lot of money, a lot of hard work that goes in to do that.
Of course.
So over the years, how has that money been used?
Well, I joined this organization 3 years ago, and we have used it for pediatrics ward 3 years ago, for MRI machines and lounge chairs for children to keep them comfortable, because there was great need for them to sit somewhere in a comfortable position because they are so nervous. And last year we did it for the 10th operation room, because with the growing need of the community in Oakville, we had to meet the demand for it. And I want people to know that government does not pay for any new equipment. So the community has to pitch in, work hard to get that. And this is why we fundraise.
And I want to make sure people really understand that, because I think sometimes it's very easy to look at these galas, see everybody dressed up and be like, oh, it's just like a party, it's, you know, they're celebrating. But there's actually a very important need, because the government, from what I understand, literally it's the building and the staff that they cover. Anything else, having the state-of-the-art equipment, which we know, obviously technology keeps evolving, and technology is not cheap. I mean, just look at the iPhones. Think about how much they cost, right? Imagine a machine that can save your life. We're talking millions of dollars that one machine can cost.
Yes.
So all of that is from the community, from fundraising, from these galas.
Actually, to put it simply in 3 words, more equipment, more surgeons, and more new operating rooms. That's what we are raising funds for. And also, the Oakville Hospital Foundation has been doing this fundraising campaign to expand and enhance the hospital's surgical needs. And this is the main reason we do it every year.
Of course. So Oakville obviously is also booming.
Yes,
so many people are moving there, so the population growth, I can only imagine the amount of patients they're seeing walk through the door. So do we have an idea of how much that growth has happened?
Well, we don't know exactly. It is now close to 200,000.
Yeah.
Because when we moved to Oakville, it was 75,000. So that's a big jump.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's small.
So OTMH is Oakville Trafalgar Memorial Hospital, the full name. That's where the fund goes to.
And so this hospital now is obviously serving the local community and being a one-stop shop. Because again, I mean, I don't know if any of our viewers have ever had to use the hospital services, but oftentimes what happens is the hospital may not have everything they need. So if somebody goes, they need you know, to have extra tests, they might have to be transported to another hospital to get that test, right? And sometimes time is of the essential, right? So you don't have time to be taken somewhere else. You need to find out right there and then what is wrong with you, or what can they do to save you, right? So that's why it's so important that Oakville have its own hospital that they can serve the community. So, and it's so nice that it's at Diwali.
Yes.
Right, it's such a nice time.
A happy occasion.
Yeah, so for the committee, why was the Diwali time the perfect time to have this gala?
Well, as you know, Diwali is the biggest Hindu festival. It is celebrated across the world. And Diwali is a time of giving, just like Christmas. And people are generous at that time. So what better time to celebrate this Diwali by giving to the people?
Yeah, and actually we've got some photos from last year. And so it's just such a nice event, you know, it's so lovely. Yeah, I mean, it's like, you know, you're gonna celebrate Diwali. You know, instead of having some small function or going to the temple, why not give back in such a wonderful way? You're saving someone's life. You could be actually saving one day your family member's life.
Your family, you're so right.
Even your own life, right? You never know who's going to need to use the hospital. So what a great way. This year, where is it taking place?
It is taking place at Lakeshore Convention Center, just like last year.
Nice. I love
we
that
love the hall. The entrance is a bit tight, but once you go in the hall, it is very nice, and people loved coming to it. And they asked for this hall, and we thought that was a very nice place. It is on 806 South Down Road in Mississauga.
Very easy to find, lots of parking. By the way, the entrance is not tight, it's cozy.
It is. And by the way, we have raised the level one notch, and we are having valet service there. So people will not have to worry about where to park
Is
the car.
Tushar the valet here? Because he gets very hands-on. I know that. He's always willing to jump in.
It's all about client care. When we're talking about patient care in the hospital, we also recognize that we need to have our guest relations and guest care who are coming. And people who are attending our gala, they really want to have a quality time and enjoy. So we want to take that burden off. You know, park your car, we'll take care of it. I also want to point out one more thing, that Diwali officially is on October 27th. And sometimes people will ask her that our event is on September 20th, which is 5 weeks in advance. But just like Christmas, the prime time, close to Diwali, it's so busy with your own family and friends. There are other large events happening. There are other fundraisers happening. So we don't want to get lost in that rush of events, and we want our audience to kind of enjoy, relax.
That's very smart.
So we have to kind of spread it out and pick a weekend which best suits everyone.
Of course, because you're absolutely right. I mean, a lot of people want to do private family gatherings, right? So have it well in advance so no one's getting burnt out or having to struggle with planning their own event. And why not kick off the Diwali season with a wonderful gala? I think it's perfect.
Yeah, and this year it is on September 20th. It's a Friday.
Yes.
So people have the whole weekend free. They can come out, enjoy. And we have many other things that we have changed from last year.
Okay, yeah, we want to make sure people know to get your tickets this year. But before we get to what's happening this year, like I said, last year ATM was there. We've got some highlights from last year. I forget now, how much money did we end up raising last year? Do we have an idea?
We raised about more than $240,000.
Wow,
Yes.
that's impressive. And that's through ticket sales?
Through ticket sales,
And
through live
sponsorship.
auction.
Sponsorship,
Live auction, silent auction, cause within a cause.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, and if you remember Chunni on and Chunni off game.
Yeah.
Well,
That's actually
talking
become my favorite game, by the way.
Talking about how we raise the funds and talking about sponsorship, I would like to recognize our sponsors who've been consistently supporting us year after year. Rekha, do you want to list the sponsors who have been with us?
Well, CPS Flooring is our biggest sponsor, very loyal, and they support us every year. And the second is CN, which is Canadian National. They are again with us. And there is Scotia Wealth Management, are also very loyal supporter, and Sigma Inc. And we are hoping till the event we will have more sponsors to add to the list.
So if anyone's watching right now, they can...
And our media sponsor, of
Yes,
course,
of
sitting
course.
beside me, Mukta.
I know we don't think of we think of him as part of the family, right?
He's a
That's
friend.
why
Of
you
course.
He's
get
a
your own
friend,
category
yes.
there, yes.
So,
And if somebody, is watching this and perhaps wants to sponsor, you're saying we can still take sponsorship, right?
Yes, we
We're
can.
open to that.
we are open to sponsors. People can buy tickets. They can be in-kind donation.
Oh, that'd be nice for the auction.
Yes, very much so. And they also get a chance to get their name in the booklet, and they will be on the large screens in the hall on the day of the event. And then we have ticket buyers or table buyers. Regular table, which is 2,500. There's corporate tables, which are 3,500. And then there are corporate tables with the ad, half-page ad. Usually ads are $850. But if they buy a corporate table, the ads will be for $500, so we give them a discount of $300.
Absolutely, and having been there last year, I know firsthand, you really do a great job in making sure everyone's recognized. The screens, constantly logos, everyone is recognized on their tables, and it's a great networking event. Like you are
on the media, sorry to interrupt, but on the media itself. All the sponsors are recognized.
We also produce glossy program book which goes on every seat for our guests to take away. So that's another way of outreaching the community.
Of course, and I was just mentioning the networking because it's one thing to be recognized, but I mean, if you're looking to advance your career or if you're looking to build business partnerships, I mean, the people that come out to this gala are always people that are in some of the biggest positions that normally you wouldn't get a chance to be in the same room with. So now, just by buying an individual ticket or buying a table, you're able to really just meet so many interesting people that it's not just great for you and giving back, but I mean, in terms of long-term relationships,
Yes.
you're building, who knows where it can lead to, right? So it's really, honestly, win-win, right? You're giving back and you're getting something in the long run as well. We're going to let you know what you can expect this year, because I know the committee has been planning like for a year, right?
For a whole year,
to make sure you
yes.
have a fantastic night. So we're going to let you know what's coming back and what's new this year, but we have to take a short commercial break. We'll be right back. Welcome back to ATN. I'm your host, Amin Dhillon, still chatting about the upcoming Oakville Diwali Gala taking place Friday, September 20th. I still have Rekha and Tushar here in studio telling us why you need to make sure to come out to this year's gala. Okay, so we've talked a little bit about the history. This year is the 6th year.
Yes.
So I know we have some experience now, what people want to take part in and what they enjoy. So what do you have in store for us this year? What's happening?
Mukta Advertising has been for 3 years supporting Oakville Diwali Gala, and I've observed that this has a very unique way of presenting the evening. It's not a typical Saudi, it's not just
It's not boring. I should make
Yeah.
sure people know that. It's not speech, speech, speech.
Correct, and it's not just the regular Diwali get-together that happens at various banquet halls during the Diwali time. It has a true Canadian touch. That means we have a very integrated entertainment segment. I remember you were there last year. We had this wonderful violinist in a balloon, remember? And so we tried to bring a variation in the entertainment which can engage both the South Asian and the non-South Asian.
So open to all.
Yeah, for sure. I also want to mention what I really observed last year was you gave people a lot of time to just meet each other.
Yes.
And sometimes I find galas, they push so many things that, you're trying to like meet or even like catch up with your loved ones,
Right.
and you can't even hear each other. Like this is like you come out, you have some entertainment,
Correct.
but you are having time to enjoy your
Yeah.
evening,
Definitely.
to catch up, to meet
True.
people.
It's very important to do that because people are coming not just to enjoy or take part in, a live auction or cause, but also to mingle and see what other person's feeling and also to expand their business. That's what they're coming for.
Well, Diwali is the time for meet and greet,
Yeah.
right? They're coming there to celebrate Diwali. So the first hour is that reception, the cocktail time. And during that time, they have the opportunity to look at all our silent auction displays. We have henna tattooed artists, we have a photo booth, and people can just network during that hour with great hors d'oeuvres served by the host. And then once the
food's
door
good, yeah.
opens to the main seating area is when we have the lineup of entertainment, which I'd like Rekha to kind of run through.
Well, this year we've changed things a little bit. It's very exciting for me to say that, first of all, we have expanded the time of the cocktails.
Okay.
We have an open bar, which I'm sure most of the people will love to hear. and once they are having cocktails and mingling, should I also say they have pan liqueur?
Oh,
For the general mainstream people to taste it.
I love
okay,
it.
cool.
So that would be an excellent idea to
Have you
try
tried
something
it?
new.
I don't think I have.
It's really good. I've
Great.
tried it.
Okay.
Mix it with scotch, and it's great. I don't drink, but I know. and so we expanded the time so people have more time to mingle. And once they enter, we have a big entertainment company, Broken Dance.
Oh, yes,
So
yes.
they
were
are
on
really
Canada's, Next Talent. They were on there. one of the
Yes, they
finalists, yeah.
were. And they are going to be taking the people in the hall when the doors open. And once the people are settled down, then they do a performance. And then we have changed the tune on, tune off game to Pop the Balloon.
Pop the balloon. Okay, how does that work?
Pop the Balloon has taken place of silent auction. So we do not have silent auction this
okay.
year. So the people buy the balloons for $75 each. And they pop the balloon once they are seated. There's a chit, a number
Oh.
on that. And they see what gift they have bought it for $75. So it's like a lottery.
Yeah.
You could win a trip. You could win a
Secret
chef's
Santa.
package.
Yeah.
You could win a chef's package.
Okay.
Or you could win something more than what you have paid for.
But everyone gets something.
Everyone goes a winner.
There we
So no
go.
one's a loser there.
Yeah.
So
and
that's
there's,
very
I'm
exciting.
sure not even a bad prize because I know you
No.
guys get so many wonderful prizes donated.
Yes,
So can we
exactly.
actually do some bragging right now? What kind of prizes are on the line this year?
Like I said, you could win a lunch winery somewhere in Niagara on the Lake.
That's nice.
You could win a trip, big prize. You could win a simulator of 737, Boeing 737 for an hour.
Okay.
That's a good one, exciting. You could win a helicopter ride over Toronto with champagne.
Oh.
So those are some of the
I like it.
highlights.
What I also always love is these prizes are things that you may not actually be able to even buy in real life, right?
No,
like
you
they
don't know.
custom these experiences for people so that you can only win it at
Win
this
it.
gala. That's really cool.
It's very
I like
exciting
that.
to win things like that.
Yeah.
And then the dinner is served, and this year we don't have buffet.
Okay.
Like I said, we've raised the notch a little bit
Yeah.
higher. So we have sit-down dinner, family-style dinner.
Oh, okay.
Dinner, and our caterer is host.
So you
And
know it's going to
everybody
be
knows.
mouth-watering. It's going to be so good.
Very
Yeah.
good food.
Yeah.
And people don't have to get up and stand up in lines. They are seated comfortably. And while they are seated, there'll be a performance or a live auction to save time. We don't want people just watching and getting bored.
Yes.
And whatever the generosity of the people is, they will do in live auction. We have a wonderful, wonderful trip from Maldives Resort in Mauritius in live auction. It is the presidential suite with a private pool.
Okay. I'm liking
And
this.
it costs close to $10,000.
Oh, wow.
And it is an exciting trip and an exciting resort. We've been there.
What is the minimum bid on that?
Well, I don't know exactly what minimum bid would be, but
Yeah.
I think it should start somewhere over 2,000.
Yeah, no, for
You
sure.
know,
But I
because-
know with all of these prizes, people will all jump in. So make sure you bring that
So
credit
although
card.
it starts with 2,000, but
Yeah.
I know that people are so generous that they'll end up paying more than
Yeah.
actually
Oh
what
yeah,
the
because
cost
they're
is.
getting so much in return.
Of course.
And then there's a chef's package. That's our local chef in Burlington.
Yeah.
She cooks excellent food. She has printed books. She's giving lessons. So that is included in live auction also. And there are many more prizes.
Of course. And of course, for our viewers that are watching, there's so many ways that they can lend their support. So we have to take a little commercial break. But after the break, we're going to let you know how you can support. We'll be right back. Welcome back to ATN. I'm your host, Amin Dhillon, chatting about the upcoming Oakville Diwali Gala taking place Friday, September 20th. Still in studio with me, I've got Rekha and Tushar here. Okay, so hopefully everyone's been watching this episode from the beginning. This is going to be a fantastic gala. So much is planned. I know you've been listing, and I know we've probably forgotten some things as well, but folks, it's going to be a jam-packed evening. Lots of entertainment, delicious food, and of course, raising funds for such a great cause. So let's let our viewers know how they can support. So Tushar, do you want to let us know?
Well, besides buying the ticket for $250 individual ticket, which not only gets you the great entertainment, dinner, open bar, but it goes a long way because it contributes towards the fundraising efforts. And besides the ticket and sponsorship and encouraging your friends to go, we in the past years have had some generous support by anonymous donors as well. That yes, people go and donate, but there are also people who've donated and saying, please do not, we don't want our names to be recognized. So all that support is still encouraged from our community members that please come up and support this great cause.
Yeah, like I always say, you know, if you want to lend your support, there's always a way you can do it, right? There's, especially even individual donations. Like, I mean, every amount helps, right? So there we go. Don't feel
No
like you
amount
don't
is
have enough.
small.
Yes, exactly. So
Yes.
it's all going to a great cause. Let's let people know how they can get tickets. So where can they go?
Go to oakvilledivali.com and there is a tab for buy tickets. It will prompt you to, you can use your credit card,
So it's
PayPal.
right online.
Yes. There's also a phone number available, 905-338-4642. And you can call this number if you want to reserve your tickets. And the easiest way is online, of course.
Of course. And there is a tax receipt, right?
Absolutely. So when you purchase the ticket online, promptly you would receive a tax receipt for that.
Instantly.
Instantly. If you're purchasing it over the phone, then when you collect the ticket, that is the time we'll issue it to you.
Okay, there you go. So again, folks, the 6th annual Oakville Diwali Gala taking place Friday, September the 20th. We're almost out of time, but I want to make sure people know it's so important for them to come out and support. So I'll give you two the last word here.
No Diwali party or no South Asian party is complete without DJ and Bollywood music and dancing.
Yes.
So come up with your high heels and dancing mode, and we're going to have loads of fun.
High heels.
You don't want to miss that. Right,
Rekha, do you
Rekha?
want to say any last words to the viewers?
Well, the most important thing, other than the fun, entertainment, and food, is the need for surgical equipment and new operation rooms. So your donation will help Oakville Hospital Foundation to put that in the hands of the caregivers. And what we do with the equipment, what is the result? There are people from all across Toronto that are being sent to Oakville Trafalgar Memorial Hospital for treatment. And I know many friends who have gone there and have had an excellent experience. And then we can continue investing in Oakville Trafalgar Memorial Hospital to detect illness earlier, to reduce recovery time of the patients. And you never know who's going to be at the hospital. It could be me, my family, you, your family, and we need the best care available. And this is what we are raising funds for. And also it gives patients access to new surgical procedures.
I know you as our chair, and you have a wonderful committee backing you up. All volunteers doing this because you're so passionate about this. So kudos to you, because all of this that we're seeing, I mean, I was telling you during the commercial break, events take a lot of work to, I mean, you were saying it's been taking a year to put it together. Yeah, so I just want to say that.
People who do these kind of events know that. There is so much work to do, running around, having meetings, and my committee has worked very hard.
So hard.
And we would love for you to come and support us for an excellent cause.
Of course.
All information is available on oakvillediwali.com, and we wish you and your family a very happy Diwali.
And hope to see you there.
Of course, we will see you there. And please pass on my congratulations to the committee, because I do know firsthand how hard you work. And I have no doubt that this year is going to be even bigger and better. We're going to raise lots of money, folks. All right, again, make sure to check out the website on the screen for all the details. That brings us to the end of today's show. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm your host, Amin Dhillon, signing off from the ATN Studios.